when I asked you, are you okay with being uncomfortable for 3 years?
But that's very uncomfortable.
Nigga, sometimes you ask questions out loud because you're talking to yourself too. And when I asked you that, I was in a position of extreme comfort, right? Where it's
Very.
like, life's good. Can you be uncomfortable for 3 years? And I think that's how life works. The balance of it is God, whatever you want to believe in. Hearing me ask that question, it's like, yeah, I see you trying to be helpful, but I don't think you earnest. My brother just randomly asked me last night, who do you think the best comedian ever is? Yeah. Or the GOAT, whatever he said. And I was like, well, probably Richard or Eddie. And then the second tier is Dave.
Definitely think.
I know. I thought from a.
I just think Richard pioneer, like he.
Yeah, it's so much of Richard's DNA in Eddie's shit that it's hard for me to be like Eddie would even say, oh, my whole act, my first 20 minutes was just me mocking Richard Pryor. So I'm like, I can't give you all of it without giving him some of it. Because if you say your first 20 minutes is just you mocking him, which is fine because he was a kid, but like his jokes on the Raw are so good that I'm like, that's how funny he was, that he did the ultimate version of comedy. He said, I'm so funny, I'm going to make movies of how funny I am. That's peak comedy. In terms of being a comedian, it's saying, I'm so good at what I do, y'all got to watch this shit for 2 hours. Watch me for 2 hours now instead of an hour on stage. Watch me for 2 in a theater full of strangers. Like, that's how good you was at comedy. So I'm like, I can't take that away from a nigga, man. So like, y'all top tier, y'all tier A. Funny in person, funny in movies, funny on TV. Y'all can't do shit with me. Next level is stand-up catalog crazy, funny on TV. But if you was in a room full of people, especially them 3 niggas, Eddie gonna outshine all 3 of them niggas. That's why I'm like, y'all gotta be on a different tier. Because you know damn well, in a room full of Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, and Richard Pryor, no matter what's happening, who gonna get the most people laughing the most?
You already know who it is.
Exactly. So I'm like, even Dave was like, yeah, that's not my style, obviously. But like, because Eddie's so good at everything. That's what makes it hard.
Because that means that you have to compartmentalize what you're using as
right.
a metric to
That's
say.
That's why I said overall. I'm like, if
overall,
comedy,
it's Eddie.
Eddie can't be touched with overall comedy.
Overall, because the thing that Chappelle, and I think that Chappelle's closer to Eddie in comedy than Richard is, just stand up. Because basically the same shit Richard was talking about, how he was taking about real life shit and making it funny. Chappelle's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of the shit that Chappelle talked about in the Chappelle show is still relevant today.
Right.
So I think that
a few of those sketches are Richard Pryor sketches. The Black President sketch, like that's Richard Pryor sketch first, with white women all like he did all that shit 30 years before Dave did. So like the influence is so heavy that I'm like, damn, how do I? Yeah, Dave is his own person, yes, but Richard's ability to say, I'm gonna tackle black, white. I'll put the blueprint for you niggas to start doing now. Y'all niggas didn't want to do black, white jokes before me. Y'all didn't want to talk about how fucked up y'all life. Richard was the first comedian in the sense of people tell jokes. I'm making my shit funny, if that makes sense. So whatever happened to me, I'm making it funny. Not that it was funny by itself. I'm telling y'all about life, and then I'm gonna tell you why that's funny.
All right, so if you're doing just stand up, what are your top 3 in order?
Just stand up?
Just stand up.
Richard, Dave. Bill. Richard, Dave, Bill. Or just stand up alone.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Shit. I thought Eddie was gonna say Eddie.
Not cataloging deep enough.
So okay, for me, if I'm doing,
that's just 2 hours I got to go by. Dave's 2 hours.
I haven't seen. I probably only seen one of Richard's complete whole act. You know what I mean? Like stand-up special. A lot of it's not even available, and that was way before I was even born.
Nigga, you are holding an iPhone. I can listen to any Richard Pryor album right now. He has 20 of them bitches.
No, but I'm saying they're not all just available. Like when you put up on the TV, only like maybe 2 come up.
Yeah, but you still could hear it.
I never even found it audio. But anyways, so I haven't really, you know what I mean? But I know that when I hear this shit, I'm like, this nigga's funny. Eddie, I thought his first special was funny, but I think it was better when it first came out. It didn't last the test of time like the second one did. I think the second one is still, you could play it right now, but like this nigga's killing it. You know what I mean? So if you do just stand up, Dave is my favorite. I would have it Dave, Bill, Eddie. Bill Burr, Eddie.
You had to say who Bill was.
Well, you might be talking about Bill Cosby.
I didn't think about Bill Cosby, but
When I said
I
it,
don't
I
have
was
enough
like,
of his catalog. But Richard said that was one of his biggest influences. So it's like, so kind of ironic. I guess he might be the first comic to actually tell stories about life and make life funny. Like,
maybe.
he has a dentist bit that people call like one of the greatest jokes ever about going to the dentist. Like, but he would do, that nigga would do 2 hour sets. I don't know why that seems so daunting to me, but I guess if you made it to headliner status all the time, 2 hours don't seem as crazy because they there for you. They say Eddie Griffin do 2-3 hours. And they be having to get into it with these clubs. So they be like, hey man, we can't end the show. He's like, what you say, nigga? Like, he'd do 2-3 hour sets, which is crazy to me.
But you got to think, a nigga been having so much material built up over the years. Some of that shit, niggas ain't never heard this.
That and the fact that if you got an audience for you,
Feeding out of your
they
hand.
they at the palm of your hands. Like you can do whatever you want, and like they're like, I'm just happy you're here, and
Yeah.
like entertain us, obviously, but like it buys you time. But also, I've sat through Dave's 2 hour nights too, though, and thought,
No, yeah, facts.
continue, Dave. So I imagine whoever you came to see, they do 2 hours, you're gonna sit through it too.
You're just enamored, like, in the presence.
And like he was talking the whole time, but I want to say it ain't got all be bits. And I think that's the funny thing about how long you do comedy. You got to do comedy so long that you do come off as a person that is lecturing with the comedy versus it being like throwback, like Mike Tyson.
I will say this.
To the point.
I don't think I could sit and watch somebody like Tone or Tony Roberts or I don't think somebody like that that's set up punch for 2 hours. My stomach will I'll be hurting. Like, that's just too much. The storytelling kind of lets you, it paces you know what I mean? Like, you can sit there and be like, oh, I'm listening. But just to be like, ha, hey, yo, and just nigga for 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So I think, well, I haven't seen a full hour of Tony Roberts full hour. I've seen about 25 minutes in his sets, and they are very punch heavy, like frequency. Well, I think that on Roll of Tone, like I think that he has interweave stories now that, or probably always, but like there's more stories now that allow for that transition.
Yeah, like he tells a story about getting
like,
the girl lying, right?
Yeah,
that's a story. That's cool. You had, but if he's doing like his joke, like just the regular shit,
yeah,
that 2 hours of that. Anybody who does comedy like that, I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I think that's interesting.
Cat
right?
Williams, like those people that just set up punch.
But they will go for long. I mean, people gonna sit through it. I was thinking about that too, and I was like, you know what's funny about a show like where laughter is longer than an hour? Well, real laughter is longer than an hour, which is why I think like, and I don't go on record for saying this. I think me and Tony's show is probably one of the best 90 minutes available to see live in stand-up comedy, like end to end, show start, show ending. I don't think there's too many 2-man shows out there that are funnier for your 90 minutes. But I was thinking about that, and I said, you know what's funny about that is maybe shows aren't designed to be that funny for 90 minutes because that means you have to laugh for 90 minutes. And the act of laughing, especially laughing hard, does take a toll on your body.
That's what I'm saying.
So
imagine.
I think that's actually interesting. Now I think about that stuff. Like, yo, people, sometimes you might have a good set, but like the audience is like, hey, nigga, what are you doing? I don't have that much in me to be like laughing this early.
And when you think, the thing too about it being 2-man, being 90 minutes, is they're getting 2 different people, which resets the shit.
Yeah.
Just one person for that duration plus another 30. This like that. Fuck no, I don't want to be a part of that, bro. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So all the people who go long, like all these Sadiq specials be long as fuck. Dave specials be like an hour, but like if you see him in person, they're longer, or he comes like pops in, they're longer. You can listen because he's like, they're telling a story and shit. You get up there and a nigga's just like, yeah, so I said, you know.
So I think this is interesting. That's another interesting thing too, like in terms of like the general public, right? If Ali Sadiq, as funny, as good as his specials are, he is Well, I don't know if I want to say that because it might not be accurate because there are current people that are doing it. Well, they also had a little bit of notoriety before. A modern day version of Ali Siddiq would have the hardest time getting on.
Like if
His
I
current style of comedy, if a new comic came with that, it would take him. It would be a challenge because of people's attention spans. The reels would be
that's
hard
what's
to
the struggle
clip.
for me.
Like you'd be hard. It'd be hard to clip you and prep, like get you out to market because they'd be like, well, you got to really be into him to know that this is a really good joke, and like it's going to take a couple minutes. But like the lulls and patience and pauses he has, which are like masterful in the storytelling format, if you're already in trance and you're ready to go. But if a new comic said, "Oh, I got a new 10," and my 10, the first minute is just the setup, what random audience would be like,
That's why
nigga, if you
that's
don't
why
get
I
to
would
the fucking
struggle with a
that's why
lot
I'm
of my
like,
sets because that is my style. And so therefore, like now on YouTube, what I'm doing is basically telling my stories that I always told before, but I'm telling them differently like now to where it's like I'm making them funnier in the midst of it. So any audience that's growing from that, when I say, hey, I'll be here, they'll be like, oh, I want to come see him. I'm training them to be like, this is what I expect.
I'd be curious to go back and watch his old stuff and see if he had a frequency of laughter. Obviously, it was quicker.
He did. I seen one.
I know he did something with Comedy Central.
I seen one he did. It was like 7 or 8 minutes. I think 7 minutes. And I think it was on Def Comedy Jam.
He's been in the game for a
And
while, bro.
he was talking about his bringing his daughter to church or some shit and her getting cussed out by his mom.
Oh, yeah.
But it was like punch. It was a story, but it was like he was tuning it up.
Okay. We always do this, right? We always end up talking about the pros, if you will. Who are 3 comics that are not in the pro status world, or like maybe in 10 years they're gonna be talking about them like that? Like, yo, these are the big dogs in the game right now.
CP.
If people ain't watching or watching, they go like, who do y'all? We always talking current tense, so everybody and they gotta like go. We all know who like, y'all current goats are and all that. This wall, or eventually somebody else's wall, is gonna have their new favorites up, right? Because half the niggas gonna be going off people's wall. They be like, I don't know what niggas. I never watching any of this comedy. Who gonna be the new niggas in 10 years? People gonna be like, them niggas gonna get on niggas' walls.
Okay, so
Let's go 3.
It's layered because there's people I think talent-wise could easily do that, but then there's people I think that have the talent that may not get the break because of their personality.
3 and 3 then. 3 niggas that for sure it don't matter. They undeniable. They gonna get it. And then 3 that's like should be on the same wall.
Okay, this is on the spot, but people I think that are good but aren't never going to be stars.
Go with the good. That's gonna be stars first. That was
CP's one for sure.
Okay.
I think another person is going to be John Grimes.
John Grimes. That sounded funny out loud.
John Grimes. And I gotta say, I'm not even saying it because you're my man. Like like when it happens, it's going to happen. That's the thing I know. So I could say that 100%, and I can't not put you in that conversation. That would be doing you a disservice or whatever. So
I appreciate that, brother. I have, and you have to, and in my same, even though I'm on the other side of that, I think I have to be maniacal in belief that that has to be true. Otherwise, I would not be here any longer.
If you don't believe it, why the fuck should I?
Like, I'm trying to get people to believe that I could be somebody, right? So even if one person thinks, hell yeah, why not John Grimes? It's like, thank you. That makes me that's one less person I'm crazy to think I could be in front of one day.
And I'll tell you why I think that you'll make it and you're not on the other list of people, because you have the personality, you have the likability, you have the digestible, like you're palatable to blacks, whites, others.
Oh yeah, diverse.
You could do Conan and they're like, ha ha ha. They're not gonna be like, come on, man. Like, you're not like a Chappelle Lacey black where it's like, he only hangs with white niggas, but you also not a Boo Capone where it's like, yeah, bro, it's not happening. Like, you know what I mean? You're, you know what I mean? So, and the other person that I want to say, talent-wise is good, but also because of their likability, same thing, is Ron G.
Ron G. Well, I'll backtrack real quick. I've caught a couple of Chappelle Lacey clips. I find him very humorous. I do know that I think he's raised by white people.
He was
so.
adopted by white people in Arizona, so it's
but
not.
I can't remember. It was like white state too, so like that. I don't know currently though his current friend, but I'm sure you nigga know some niggas. But
He's
every
Theo
nigga know niggas.
Vaughn. He's in the Comedy Store clique. Like that's this. He came up under them. So and that's and it's not like he did that to fit in. Like that's who he most related to because of his upbringing. So it's not like he's
Proximity again.
Yeah, it's not like there's some niggas that are black and they're like, I need to go up to the Comedy Store and shuck and jive because this is the way to get on. I don't think he's that. I think it's just like, well, these niggas are doing the stuff that I grew up doing.
Well, you know that's a good point because I think that in terms of like you said, like when people, he's palatable too because he knows their lives because he's sat in it. He knows he lived their lives with them.
Yeah, it's
So
like,
he
yo,
knows,
you guys
I
want to
know
go
what
to
you
the
guys ran to. I know you guys like fucking.
If I was out and them niggas like, yo, you want to go to the
glasses.
skate park? I'd be like, fuck no.
Yeah.
Nigga, I don't know nothing about that. He might be like, yo, I've been trying this and it's seamless.
Yeah.
Just going out, it's like, oh, we doing all this shit.
But I know he has a nigga switch. I bet he does. I don't know what would take it to unlock it, but I bet the nigga got a nigga switch.
I don't think he has a nigga switch. I think he has a black switch. Like a nigga switch. I don't think he could ever be like, yeah, what up, dog? Like, it's never that. It ain't never gonna be, yeah, what up, my nigga? Like,
I feel like it's like a pit bull though. Like you could train a pit bull, say the pit bull is sweet as hell, but that pit bull still rightly bite your kid elbow. You be like, damn.
Like-
I knew he could do. I just didn't think he would.
because you know there's a difference between like nigga and black. Black is like,
Yeah.
I'm a black and it's like, hey, white boy, you got it one last time, then I'm gonna fuck you up. That's not
Oh.
nigga. That's just black. You know what I'm saying? But you couldn't put him on a block in one of these major cities, O Block or you know what I'm saying?
No. I get what you're saying.
They'll be like, get this nigga the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because the niggas that live in that know niggas that don't live here
Yeah.
immediately.
It's like the emperor's clothes, like nigga,
Yeah,
you're
like,
naked. We
even
see
when you
you.
go to like get food, bro, in the hood, you can feel a nigga ain't supposed to be getting food in their hood. I know you wanted that food, but you gotta order that shit fast, nigga, because you know you ain't supposed to be there.
Yeah, you bugging out.
Because they gonna talk to you right away. Hey, my man, you know what time it is? Don't answer no questions wrong. You answer this question wrong, it's gonna determine the rest of your night, nigga. You know what time it is? Oh, no. Say no, nigga, don't answer. Because if you answer, you giving up. Are you giving up shit? You gave me the time.
What time is it? Nigga, get
Let
a
me
watch.
see your phone, my nigga.
Nigga, you got a phone?
Can I borrow your phone? Oh, I'm about to get robbed.
Yeah, see.
Everything is a setup for the next setup.
He
and
not
if you don't know that,
He's not gonna have the wherewithal.
the inner thought, your inner monologue is, hey, nigga, you've seen this before happen to somebody else, nigga. Don't do it. You don't have to answers. Like, I remember that shit from like scratch where I go into places, I could hear niggas talking, I'd be like, oh, these niggas ain't talking to me, but they talking about me in a roundabout way. That's cool. Let me ask a question that I don't need the answer to so I can get the fuck out of here. I walk up like, y'all still got the catfish? Y'all still catfish? Okay, cool, my bad. Last time I saw y'all sold the catfish. Now I've announced that I've been there before. I know somebody there. They're like,
Yeah, you be like, yo, what was that shit I came here? I get it last time.
hey,
it was fire.
Yeah, you
Oh,
bring
the
it.
burger. Yeah, let me try that. Let me
Like-
see. That's probably it. Some shit like
You know what I'm
that.
saying? It's acting like you know better than acting like you don't know.
Because your intuition is it's kicking in like, oh shit.
Yeah.
He's in there like, wow, yeah, it's 5. And then it's like, ding, ding, ding. Then these niggas know. So that's what I'm saying.
It's
And ain't
so
no
many
disrespect to him. I'm just saying,
No,
like,
yeah, it's so many
it's just
little intricacies to being in hood situations just like there are to being in white dominant situations, right? Like how I failed to understand how to eat with shared plates with people. I didn't know how the fuck to do that shit. I ate my plate at a shared plate hangout, and everybody judged me for eating my plate. I was
Oh,
like,
wait. So, man, they order everything, like, just order all the shit for the table.
Yeah.
And you was like,
I got it. I said, bring wing. I got the wings. Y'all want my wing? Why didn't y'all just order what? It's a shared plate, John. Everybody puts a little something on. I'm like,
yeah, because, like, Tone will do that. We got to eat up, like,
Yeah.
yo, get this, and this for the table.
If I had
Then
not-
we order our own shit. That's like that hybrid nigga white dinner shit.
Now, if I had never done my corporate shit and got embarrassed by them, I'd be looking at Tone like, nigga, why are you ordering so much food for yourself? Like, I would have no idea what he was doing.
Facts.
I had to learn, and then when I saw Tone do it, I was like, oh, of course, shared plates. Yeah, I'll have a wink or two. Like what the fuck am I?
Yeah, fact.
That
But
is
you don't-
hybrid. That's hybrid.
That's the hybrid. Get your own shit, because the white shit is, I mean, not all white shit, but there's sometimes, like, we're just going to order all this.
Yeah, formal.
And they got
formal
plates.
hangs.
Bring us clean plates, and we
Formal hangs.
potluck it type shit.
Yeah,
and put it on
formal hangs are definitely
Yeah.
like that, where they like, and you know they do it off top. Like but now I know they do it off top. But growing up where I was at, nigga, you better make you a plate, go sit down,
Yeah.
right? Like simple shit like that. We got off on a tangent, but Ron G was your third person.
my third, and then the other list would be bro, what the fuck is it? Henry Coleman, Black Ron, He's too.
Yep.
He's too. That would have been okay in the '90s on some fight the power shit. Now you can't do that shit. So Henry Coleman, Black Ron, and I want to say. Damn.
That be a chick.
That you think would like is good enough to make it, but just won't.
Won't get the, and just for a parallel situation, Tiffany Haddish outcome.
Oh, so we throw a chick in there. This might be controversial, but I think the person you think might make it and won't will probably be Maddie Mays.
Might make it, but won't.
Like you think she should, like she's on the path, but I don't think it's going to happen. And the only reason I say that is because she got to where she's at now based off something that doesn't work long term. You know what I mean? Like if you get a video that blows up, right?
Yeah.
50 million views and you gain like 500,000 followers, but you can't repeat that. Eventually you die out. You get them opportunities. Like last Zaynab said, all them people from Funny AF, they're gonna get a lot of shit right now. But if they don't keep going, it'll die off because it's like, oh.
If I were to advise her right now, because I think that she's in a delicate spot, right? Like you hit a home run, and now they're looking for you. And when white people are looking for you, they want you to have something ready for them next, right? But they want to be able to get into you some more. You can do shows, you can fill rooms, you can do that. I would be working on, if I was her, two things. Either a script for myself, loosely based off my life, that people would want to follow along and buy, that is evergreen enough that she could keep making more content from it or like notes from it. Or you got to drop a whole new set that you just did on one of your tours. Like on your night, just a hot new 10 to show the streets like, hey, I'm still nice. Whatever y'all saw was fun, but this is a whole new nice. Now, if you're not gonna do any of those two things, you're gonna keep running with it, then yeah, it could get murky. And I would say that the only thing to do next from there is pivot to the screen.
Yeah, because
get cast, and then
when people see her, they talk about like bad bitches having autism and keeping rocks in your pocket and shit. How long do you use that? I haven't heard anything past that as far as like, oh, you see the. So I know from social media, my videos were going up and I was consistent every day posting. I kept going with something different every day, all the time, and my followers went up. Then I just kind of got sick of it and stopped posting. So now it's like, I don't have the same, but people still notice me. But
so
I still have
from experience that when you get a hot pocket like that,
you gotta
stay hot pocket, or you better start making chicken.
Yeah, you gotta keep going because if not, it dies off. Then what you do is you lose momentum and you gotta start over. Now the thing with me, what I feel is, I don't feel like the things I made were like I got lucky with this. Sometimes you get lucky in finding what it is that your thing you do for social media only. Like you're like, oh, this is the thing that does well. Cool. But I know I'm talented and I'm funny in a lot of different ways. So I don't think that there's no, oh well shit, I only had one in the chamber, that's it. So if she don't do something else, what it seems like right now, if you look at her, she's getting all these opportunities and all this shit, like damn, she's on her way. But how long does that go? The fuel burns off after a while if you don't fucking keep it up.
Got it. Okay. I think she'll be around. I think she'll be around because I think she's smart about building strong connections. I think she's been really good about that. And I think that what she needs is a running mate that would make them a great package all the time. If she finds that, then she's golden. Whether it's a male or a female comic, if she can find a contrast that could rock with what she's doing, oh, they eat forever. I want to jump back to comics. I agree with you, in the sense that Henry Coleman and Black Ron have not yet got the respect they deserve because two of the funniest sets I've probably ever seen in stand-up in general belong to them, from me watching. And I know that how the industry works, though, is that, at least I don't know how the industry works, but my optics is that they don't have the package that middle America would love to get behind. One, Henry Coleman don't got, youth on his side. He doesn't have a look on his side that's like cast me in Friends or whatever the fuck black show you can put a nigga in. You don't got that look. And then his humor style already is strike three of, whoa, you going there? right? You blue humor, or you want to call that, like they're gonna say that like you too dark for our general audience, and then you're too dark for our general audience. So those are strikes that you have against you. But the set itself, well, you cannot deny it's one of the funniest sets we ever saw. Those are just the challenges that we have with you, right?
And then he goes on a podcast and will be like, Tiffany had it switched up on me. He just says
And
the
then
most
and then
outlandish
he
shit.
scorches earth on anytime you give him a
Even if
microphone.
what he's saying is 100% true, we both know that in this game, you can't say certain shit. You gotta smile, grit, bite your tongue with certain shit. Anybody that's gonna come and blow shit up and fucking cause mayhem, they don't want to deal with that.
Okay, so risk tolerance.
Yeah.
Like, people don't have risk tolerance because to them they go, he is explosive on comedy. He's also explosive with potential relationships, and we can't have both be explosive.
Like, look at Cat Williams. He's the perfect example. Cat was accepted by everyone,
Yeah.
white, black, everything. He would get a great opportunity, then he would go get choked by a kid. He would go bring a gun into the airport. Like, wow, shit. So it's like someone nowadays, and this is back when a lot of shit could get. Now you can't do shit.
Social media captures everything.
Yeah, so now it's like little things are blown out way out of proportion. Back then, it could, if it ain't on the news, you can kind of like get away from it. So you think they're gonna take a risk with someone who's like Cat Williams magnified, and maybe doesn't even have the audience?
And then the upside potential, right, was age, right? Like, how long can we make money off you for? Like,
Exactly.
these guys are on the other side of like the age that Hollywood, like, we could probably build something around this. Now you got to be castable as a dad or an uncle or a funny uncle. Like, so now you're limiting roles and how you can be booked, right? Versus a Cam Patterson where it's like, he looks like he could be your nephew, your cousin, your son, the love interest.
Brother,
like, he can do all that shit for the next 20 years.
He can play in a high school movie.
He ain't got no face red. He can play anything, right? So he's got that. That's what I mean by challenges of.
And white people love him.
Exactly. Like, who we dealing with here and what can we get out of you? But I will say that because they're so funny, I think that, and it's not to give them a ceiling, but they could get this level of popularity, and I think that it would be more than fair and also more than accommodating from an income standpoint or a potential income standpoint. They can get a earthquake special drop because somebody has so much respect for them. They go, nigga, we gotta get this nigga not even an hour. 30, give him 30 minutes. I guarantee you he will kill y'all in 30 minutes. And put that shit on Netflix and see what happens. And then the Netflix bosses are like, all right, we love you so much that we'll give this guy 30 minutes. Hopefully it works out. And we'll see what we know that he's funny. We don't think he'll fit our clientele. What did Earthquake Special end up doing? Crazy shit on Netflix. They was like, well, shit. I guess we can work with him again, right? So I think that would be the ideal situation for both of them, that somebody gives them an earthquake type chance to show how funny they are for a major audience.
Yeah, like,
and then it goes from there. Like, oh, now it's up.
It would have to be an industry friend, like Kevin Hart put Corey Holcomb in the Wedding Ring or whatever that movie was, because he just had respect for him and he knew he was funny,
right?
And he knew Corey was never going to get that opportunity on his own. So it has to be something like Black Ron or Henry have to be friends with somebody like a Kev on Stage who's like, yo, I know this dude is like matter of fact, real quick, break off. Shout out to Kev on Stage for doing that safe space shit on Tubi, because he's putting all those creators on there and they're getting big. You seen it?
I've seen the clips.
Yeah, I watched the whole first season on Tubi. I didn't catch the second one yet, but he's putting all those creators that start buzzing on there and is giving them another platform. So shout out to him for that. It's going to take someone big in the game like Kev on Stage to be like, this nigga Black Ron is hilarious. And he be up there on some Tyler Perry shit.
I was about to say, his trajectory is definitely Tyler Perry headed. Like, he understands the business side of it. He understands the marketing side of it. He understands to keep giving people more shit. Like, I think Tyler Perry method originally was that I can just keep making these things. Nobody's gonna stop me from making them, and I'm gonna film them, and I'm gonna upload them bitches, and y'all gonna do, not watch them? Like, the fact that Tyler Perry had so many plays before he had so many movies was like, I'm gonna keep making these. What y'all gonna do?
He said he did it for 10 years and lost money every single year, and then one just took off, and it was a wrap after that.
But like, that ability to just keep creating things is that something I think it parallels to like Kevin on Stage. Like, I'm gonna keep making things. And here's the thing about the things he's making: some of the things don't even have to have scripts. They're just like, you guys are funny.
The hospital,
figure it out.
That hospital show's not scripted.
So I just got
Safe Space is not scripted.
I got a studio. We got the gist. Let's roll. Now,
That's what Kirby Enthusiasm was.
it sets up well to keep making new things.
All they did was put a structure and let them actors go in there and freestyle it.
It's a great thing to take advantage of right now. I think they gave him like a multi-faceted deal. So he's got like a bunch of shit in works with them. I think Tubi.
Tubi and BT.
So it's like that's golden. So like though it would have to be a guy like that, right? Those especially when they make that big partnership finally with like Netflix or somebody like you so undeniable, we gotta give you a platform here so we can get in on that money. Right. And then he has to go, all right, cool, but I got like a list of comedians I think should get more play. I thought CP was gonna be there for a while. Like, yo, they're gonna have to that other side bracket. Like, they're not gonna get this nigga the shot he deserve. Like, but now that he's the host of BET Comic View, got TV shows in like season 2 and probably season 3. Like, I think he's getting the recognition.
Yeah, he's
now,
on his way.
He's on the other side of
Facts.
He's one big casting role where everybody's like, oh, that guy. I know that guy. He needs an elf type Faison Love moment.
Oh shit, hold on.
Middle America to go.
I just thought about somebody who I'm 1,000% sure he's gonna be fucking big, and that's Mojo Brooks. He was already in a Tyler Perry show. I forget what it's called, where he plays like the cousin to one of the governors or some shit. He's wearing all these crazy color suits. It's on BT or I think.
No, I think he's gonna be. Well, I think he's already big personally in terms of like popularity. I think that if you're saying crossover Middle America big,
yeah,
he's gonna need a Face on Love role too, like a elf movie role too.
You think so?
Yeah, he has to.
I think
because if I ask a random white guy who Mojo Brooks is, they'll go, no.
Oh yeah, right now. But I'm saying like I think that he's.
But he's big.
Right, yeah, he's gonna be in those rooms where somebody's gonna be like CP said. The black people will tell you who we like, and then the white people will pick up on that. So they're gonna see that and be like,
I can see him getting a mainstream opportunity.
So he would be the other.
And he has a look and everything too that people can like recognizable guy.
He's one of the best dressed. He is fresh. He's wearing thousands of dollars worth of clothes.
He wears nice clothes, nice jewelry. He got light eyes. Like they gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
So it's like it's gonna work for him for sure. I think the only question I'd have with him, and I think it's probably because I haven't been to a personal show of his. I'm sure I'll see him one of these big ass arena shows one of these days. I don't think it's like what you said reference from Maddie, but I'm like, I think that he's built a strong following off his content creation, but I have not seen the strong following off the stand-up side. So I feel like that's because, but it's the crowd work side, yes. So he's almost went from doing amazing content to Matt Rife level crowd interactions.
Yeah.
And jumping over to fuck the jokes in general.
Here's why I could speak on it. Well, I technically I can't 'cause I've never seen him again either doing like a set, but he's on them Weirder Ones tours and all that shit. One time he was running late to get to one of them cities. I can't remember. I think it might have been Memphis or someplace. And Mike Epps was supposed to close the show out, and Mike Epps was up there and was like, when he gets here, let me know. I'm gonna bring him out and let him close the show out because I know he could do it. And Mike brought him up to close out that show because if he didn't do it, he wasn't going to make the show at all. And there was a lot of people there that wanted to see him. So Mike Epps was like, nah, fuck that. When he comes, I'm going to let him close it out. So Mike cut back some time and then brought Mojo out to close the show out. And he said, you killed it. So when you're getting co-signed like that, I'm pretty sure that the material got to be there because I think Mike Epps is going to let a motherfucker that's just good on social media close out one of his shows.
Well, you know what's weird about this? And I mean, I don't think it's like no comics have to you have to see their set for me to know if the crowd's enjoying them. The crowds are enjoying them because everywhere nigga go, nigga sold out. The crowds are clearly enjoying them. But I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, yo, we really do have like rock star like comics on the black side. Like CP was right about that. We have like stars and stand up. Like these niggas is doing arenas, and like how many white comics can put together 4 comics with the amount of white comics that could have like 7 white comics that do an arena? They'd have to come from all part of the white comic world. They'd be like, I don't even know that dude. But all the comics that do the We Done Won shit, they know who each other were.
Oh, yeah.
Like
that's because the black population is so small. So, like, if you seen a black dude, right, like a black creator on Instagram, somebody, he was like, oh, you know, so-and-so, he got 10 million followers. There's probably the chance of you not knowing a black person with that many followers on Instagram is fucking slim to none.
But comedy's such a small world, though. Like I'm like, what?
I'm talking about black. It don't matter.
What 7 or 8 white comics would come together to do an arena tour?
I can name a couple
that would come together and do an arena tour.
Oh, well, so maybe
people go, oh shit, I'm going to see that shit. In the droves that we the ones niggas bring niggas out.
Okay, so Kill Tony Hinchcliffe, Theo Vaughn, Segura, Kreishner, and Mark Norman. I mean, not Mark Norman, Brian Callen.
Okay, now think about what you just did. You just named 5 Netflix comedians.
Well, you didn't say
relative to the We the Ones niggas. None of them have Netflix.
Oh,
you see how the caliber of like how
popular. Oh, so it would be like
they're still bringing out droves of people.
It would have to be someone like like Jeff Dye.
Yeah. Exactly.
What's his name from New York? Funny as fuck.
Jeffrey Osmus?
No. He's
Jeff
like
Osmus.
He's super fucking. What the fuck is his name, bro? He's one of my favorite comedians.
White boy.
White boy. He sells out a lot. Like I forget his name. Fuck. He always be on the podcast. It'll come to me,
Joe
man.
List?
Huh?
No, not Mark.
No, fuck it. I don't want to.
Anyway, the point is that I think it's impressive that not calling them a tier below them in terms of comedy, a tier below them in terms of popularity. Like all them niggas are either from 85 South or Connected, Wildin' Out, or just fucking Mike Epps, right? Everybody else is a bunch of comics from a niche show in a way.
Yeah.
So the fact that those dudes are able to come and do arenas together, it'd be very hard to get 7 white comics that people will go, I'm going to the arena to watch them guys that are not on Netflix. Like comedy is that heavy in the black community, I guess, that we know who our big funnies are, even though they're not the big funnies. Because you got the Samoa tour, which will take the Earthquakes and the Lavells and Tony and like those guys. And that's like oh shit, they on tour together for the arenas and tours too.
Yeah.
But now you got these YN versions of that.
Yeah.
That are also doing that. Like they don't have, it's not comparable to the white comedy community, which is crazy. But that just shows you how popular we are in comedy though. But it's very impressive. So if I'm sure they would say yes to that. If Black Ron and Henry end up on the theater tours with those guys, deservedly so, that's not a bad ending to like their.
No, but I'm just saying like everybody has
crossover wise.
Everybody has a different definition of what they consider success or where they would like to see their career, right? Some people are like, yo, if I could tour 42 weeks out of the year, selling out comedy clubs, and that's what the best I do, I'm fucking cool with that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like basically where Tone's career is at right now. So there's some people that if they reached out to be like, I fucking made it. Then some people are there and be like, nah, I need the theaters. Some people are like, I want the arenas.
Everybody want arenas. They're lying if they say they don't. But what the reality is,
money-wise or success-wise?
Success-wise, you want to be able to go. Everybody wants to see me. If you're in comedy, you're in there because you love yourself. If you love yourself that much, you want as many people as possible to see you. Don't lie.
Sam Morril. That's the New York comic.
Oh, the deep voice. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, so he's like great. Him, Jeff Dye, like that. It will be the equivalent.
But he has a Netflix special.
Does he?
Yeah.
No, does he?
He has Comedy Central. I'm pretty sure he has Netflix too.
I don't think he has Netflix.
I think he has 1 hour filmed in Chicago.
I don't think so.
He does.
He's not
confirmed
on Netflix.
Now that I think about it, it is confirmed. Confirmed. Shot it at the Den Theater.
Let's see. Sam Morril.
2-word name.
Damn. 2022. Same time tomorrow, Netflix.
Same time tomorrow. Damn it. Okay.
I didn't fucking.
Yeah. So he's big too. He's too big for that too.
Yeah, well, I guess.
And then the other big dude, white boy in New York right now, is Jeff Curry. His special just dropped on Netflix this week. But he get like 1 million views on every fucking joke he posts. So like they big comics get big, and they just get big.
No, real quick before we even go on, there's this comedian, right? I used to do flappers with him, and he would be up there, and he was like kind of awkward to me. And I remember, I don't even know his name, like I can't remember, but I remember I did a show, and they were always having me close out flappers, Every time I got booked, I was closing the show out. And I was like, cool. And you know, some people think that if you're closing out, you're the man. So initially when they had me doing it, I just thought like, I'm just getting this shit spot. But they told me like, nah, a lot of these comedians aren't capable to go last. I'm like, cool. So then I got like a little ego in it now. So I get there one day and there's this black dude, he's closing it out and I'm before him. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? I didn't know him. I Google him. He got a 30-minute special on Comedy Central. He got credits and shit. I never heard of him. I'm like, okay, cool. Every comedian is going up is eating shit because the audience is fucking talking. Like they're talking across the stage. They're violating these niggas. Like the comedians the audience niggas is wilding, having full-blown conversations. It's fucking ugly. I'm like, oh shit. And this one comedian goes up and he's trying to do the jokes. He's getting flustered. He's like, oh, fuck, could you please shut up? Like he's not handling it like, you know, like well. And I'm like, God damn, I don't know how long has he been on comedy. Like he's getting upset visually. He eats the shit. He's like, you know what, fuck it. Leaves the stage, right? Couple more motherfuckers go up, eat shit. They're trying to do their sets. I know the sets ain't gonna work because this is not what this fucking audience wants. They want to talk. So I'm taking names and I'm writing in the back of the comedy club. Okay, he's talking. I go up there and just start fucking cooking these niggas. Fuck is you talking about? Semi-automatic. Their crowd's going crazy. Fuck you two gay niggas right there with that little ass jacket on. Everything, right? They're crying, laughing. Wrap it up with one bit that kind of feeds off of what I was doing. They clap, I go crazy. When I get off stage, dude in the jacket was like, yo, you're the best, yo, you're so funny. I'm like, I appreciate it. I just roasted him too. Black dude comes up, tries to tell jokes, eats shit again. Like, he gets put onto the list. I hear him telling the fucking, why the fuck would y'all let him do that and put him up before me? He's fucking up, he's not doing the show right, he's fucking with the crowd and shit. Like, nigga, this ain't your fucking show. Don't tell me what the fuck I can and can't do. What the fuck you talking about? But I say all this to say this. One of them comedians that got angry and walked off stage, this nigga has like 7 million followers on Instagram now. He's selling out like theaters and shit. And I'm like, this is the fucking nigga that was on the stage with me. And when the day that this shit happened, he had like 140,000 followers. Cause I remember being like, let me look him up to see like how long he's been on comedy. Cause the way he handled it was like amateur as fuck. And he had like 143,000 followers, some shit like that, maybe 173, something, under 200,000. And I was like, oh, okay. And then when Denny Love was asking me to make his reels, he was like, here's some people you should check out to see how they do their reels because I want mine to look like theirs. And I clicked on it, I was like, I know this nigga. And I went to his page, I was like, what the fuck? 7 million, like, I don't know how the fuck that happened. It's like a 2-year period, maybe 3 years.
The internet game is a crazy game. It's a crazy pivot that I was not successful in doing. Like, probably because I move around too much with my ideas, but I just haven't seemed to yet get the whole growth idea down. I think I'm committing to posting more now and just playing the game and see what happens, but the internet has been kicking my ass for 7 straight, 8 straight years, 10 straight years, 12
Well, it's hard
years.
to be good at both.
It's very hard to get good, but that's why I tip my hat to Tony Bakers and all that. Like, yo, and really, he's made less content than he used to. He's made crazy content.
The voiceovers one was going crazy, and he said basically he's tired of doing them.
Right.
They get flagged, and then it's like I'm working on other shit, and you get burnt out from that shit. But it's very hard to. And guess what? If you talk to somebody who only made content on Instagram but it was a stand up, and they were like killing with that, but weren't getting like good on stage or wasn't able to. They would probably be like, man, I wish I had what you had. And you'd be talking to somebody who's good as fuck on stage, but suck at social media. And I'm like, man, I gotta get my followers up. But the reality is, you're never gonna be happy with one if you don't have the other.
Yeah. I mean, like, I could be, it's ironic. Although I am content with the idea that, yo, I know I'm funny. So if my followers don't reflect that yet, at least I know I'm funny. But the idea of thinking like, well, if you're so funny, why you ain't got no followers, right? Is the next question, right? So, like, if I'm arguing with somebody, like, do you know I'm one of the funniest people in the world? Well, only 5,000 people seem to think so. It's like, all right, bitch, you know what? Like, it's so hard to like have to use that metric of a number next to your name to show people that like that doesn't entail how
it doesn't paint the picture.
Joke writer I am.
Yeah,
or, you know what I'm saying, how good of a performer I am. It just says how many people are currently caught up to that.
Because think about this, like That dude Josh Johnson has a big ass following, killing on YouTube.
Huge.
Plenty of people be like, that his show's a snooze fest. Like, so not saying he's not good. I've never seen him in person, but I think that you have to be a fan of his to enjoy his comedy.
Another comic that like he built in what he built. He had already created. I mean, he did Comedy Central like them 10 years ago. That's how long he been out. Like he's been out from. And he came out young as shit. Like so, he's been a pro for so long that whoever fuck with him now probably fuck with him back then. Probably saw him on the night show. What's it called? The Colbert. One of them fucking shit. Like he's a correspondent for like Trevor Noah. Like all that shit. Like he's been on TV. And if you fuck with that. And those kind of shows, so I think that's nothing about. If you ever get to be a comic, and you get to be on a show where you got to create daily for a daily show, and you're a stand-up comic, that writing style will make you go, I bet I could write some new shit myself.
But they don't write all their own shit. They got writers for that.
No, the writers that are writing for that main show person.
Yeah.
So if he's writing for Trevor Noah every day, that means he has to create new content every day himself and challenge himself to go, what's happened today? What's funny about that? What kind of... Now he's just doing that for Trevor Noah for 3 or 4 years.
He's
now
training his brain.
So now when the show is over, he's like, damn, I wonder if I could work for myself like that. What happened in the news today? All right, I bet I could write a quick 5 minutes. What are we doing?
But also his comedy is based on current events.
Exactly. So
that's why he can keep dishing it out because
it's an accelerated course of what he's already training for.
Everything like you couldn't write at that pace with your style of comedy.
No.
Most comedians can because they're talking about their life experience. And that's why, like Dion Cole told me, he said, I do comedy specials like every 2 years. Chris Rock goes years without doing them. He said, I have to have life happen to me and experience it to get on stage and talk about it. He's like, when people drop specials every single year, he's like, how much has happened in that year for you to put out good shit?
The only way it could work for me in terms of like having a frequency of content is that I just chronologically go in order of my life and just catch people up to that. That's the only way that I can make an hour every year. But it still would take a lot of work. Like you'd have to go, all right, if I blow up at 40, right, which is in 2-3 years, that means that I get my first hour special at 40. And then like, all right, 41, what's your next hour gonna be about? Well, what happened in the years before that? What happened in the years before that? Like I just chronologically go backwards.
Yeah.
And then that's 2 or 3 years, right? Or 2 or 3 hours maybe I could do of like just humor about growing up, humor about my family, humor about this, right? So that's 2 or 3 hours. The next thing is, all right, now you've been famous for 3 or 4 years. What happened now? Oh, well, let me tell you about the last 4 years of my life. About like, I met my celebrity. Every comic has that. I met a celebrity moment, like Kevin Hart with Dwayne Wade renting out a fucking theme park. Like, you got that kind of hour left, right?
So Pfeiffer.
That's why Laugh at My Pain was so good, I think, because it was like, I'm famous. Let me say what's happened to me since I'm famous versus Grown Little Man, where it was like, or seriously funny, where it was like, yo, this is, which y'all don't know me yet, for real, for real.
Yeah, this
hour gonna be fire because y'all don't even know how funny my life has been.
And that's why people think that Kevin isn't funny anymore, because he's not relatable to the audience that built him up.
Yeah, with extreme success, it takes a lot harder to tell jokes to the have-nots.
Like, think about this. Pusha T is still one of the best rappers right now. Benny the Butcher is still one of the best rappers right now. Jadakiss, still one of the best rappers. All these niggas, Fab. But guess what? Well, Fab exclude him a little bit. Those other three talk about drugs often. They talk about a life that they don't currently live. If Pusha and them was talking about, sometimes he talks about like going to the fashion show in Paris and shit like that. But most of the shit he's talking about work. Kiss, the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they were talking about that lives they actually lived, people were like, man, what the fuck is this? We want to hear this shit that we can relate to. Yeah, nigga, I'm about to give me a brick. That like,
I think Future has had longevity because he still talks like a hood nigga that I could fuck your bitch in Gucci flip-flops. That was 10 years ago, 12 years ago. But now he's just like, I still fucking your baby mama. And like, oh shit, I can still do that too. Like,
Stove God Cooks, he's with Griselda and them. The shit he's talking about is like, this is street shit. Like, we want to hear this shit. If niggas I'm like, yeah, man, I invested in the Dow Jones and I got my returns. Niggas be like, yo, get the fuck out of here.
That nigga is still a nigga.
So that's why if Kev is telling jokes about like, oh, brick oven pizza, I went to Seinfeld's house. Niggas from Philly, from New York, from Chicago, from St. Louis, from Pittsburgh, from all these places are like, man, we don't give a fuck about no fucking brick oven pizza, nigga. So he ain't funny no more. He's not relatable.
If you think about that, then you think about the fact that he's had the same crew of guys and like writing team.
Yeah.
That just also illustrates how successful their lives have been, because even their jokes are too good for common people. Like, these niggas' lives are so good. Hey, y'all, what's funny right now? you know, these Maserati doors don't open like they used to. It's like, oh, that's good. That's good. It's like, no, they got all y'all rich.
Yeah.
Who got the broke nigga story? So that's why companies have interns, because you got to hear a fresh voice that goes,
You gotta know how much a gallon of milk costs, my
you don't
nigga.
know how much, exactly. Like, I couldn't get here today because I had to eat, choose to get gas or milk. I caught the bus here today. It's like, why would you catch the bus instead of drive? His gas is $6. Gas is $6. Nigga, you didn't know? It's like, I just fill up. Fuck out of here.
Niggas
Like,
don't even look at the ticker.
you got to think about all of that perspective.
Niggas just wait for the click and then take it out.
That's actually interesting. Like, the success level of your surroundings went up too. So, like, now local man humor is the local man also has a big house too. And you're like, what's it like down there? It's not that bad. It's like, damn, you need to ask another nigga what's it like down there, because
Facts.
it's so far away. And I didn't even think about that, but like, that's, if you got an extra car, you don't got the regular man problems no more.
No.
Like, if you have a weekend car, we not the same people.
Facts.
And, and that's no offense to you.
Especially if the weekend car is also some crazy shit.
Yeah, like if your weekend car, A, you have one, but B, it's like a modern car versus an old school. Like, maybe some niggas in the hood got an old school Cuddy that still need the engine redone, but it's in the garage, it's in the backyard, still in the front yard, right there. But if your shit proper and working,
like, I bring out this Mercedes coupe on the weekends.
The first 5 minutes gotta hit my nigga, or niggas gonna be like, oh, what are you talking about?
Because think about it, when you watch something when you look at shit that does really well on Instagram, TikTok, whatever platform, most of the shit this is funny is because it's fucking relatable.
Yeah.
You gotta, like, the first video, my Timberland video blew up, but initially not on my page, on somebody else's page. And then it trickled back to mine. But my first video that ever got 1 million views was a couple days later after that Timberland video, was a video I talked about. If the holidays is coming up, it was Thanksgiving. I said, if you go to your grandma's house for Thanksgiving and you see these liquors there, this is the family member you could expect to see. And I described family members from my family.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, if you see this, that means your cousin Andre living in your grandma's basement, and he just put 22s on the Dodge Charger, but you might or may not get raided by the feds because he used that money from a PPP loan. And everybody like, nigga, everyone knew a nigga who got a PPP loan, bought some bullshit, lived with their grandma, so it was relatable, it was funny.
We're all living the same lives. That's
yeah.
why.
So when you say something like, yeah, and then I was at the country club and they brought me chai and still like,
Range Rover windshield wipers cost $80, and you like, and I had to go get two, right? Because I only bought one, and it's like, you have to buy 2 Range Rover windshield. Like, they don't even know. It's not that it's their fault. They don't even realize how far they've gotten from the hood.
They're out of touch.
Or the regular man. That it's like, damn, that shit ain't normal, bro. Like, I be thinking about the fact that I'm like, this is the biggest flex, if you want to call it a flex. I watch people at the bus stops, and I be like, niggas really catch the bus still. And I don't be mean by it, but I be thinking so surprised, like, damn, niggas do catch the bus still.
Bro.
And it's no offense. I just don't, I be like, I can't. I did the bus for a good chunk of my life, about 17 years of my life I caught buses. Like, but I'm like, in my head, I'm like, God, I can't go back to going back to the bus. So I be thinking like, ain't nobody riding the bus no more. All these buses don't even in the way on traffic. And then I'm like, oh shit.
Bro, think about shit Tone would say to us on the road before, like, why don't you just do this? She'd be like,
why did I buy this? I'm like,
you were like, nigga, do you know what that cost? What the fuck are you talking about? But to him, that's a afterthought. He's not even thinking about that.
Nigga, the rich nigga shit is so funny because it's like, it's so stupid that you end up being a party pooper by complaining about it, right? Like, Exhibit A, I can't wait till I'm successful so I can laugh about this more. This nigga be staying in hotels so nice. The incidentals cost more than a room I would have bought myself. Like, I try to go into the room, they're like, it's $450 to check in. I said, then I'm not checking in. I can't check in. There's no way I could create an incident that costs $450. So why am I giving y'all $450?
Like, I'm too broke to even allow my body to do something.
I can't afford the incident. So what if I just don't go in there? Can I put the bed in the hallway so I can sleep? Because what the fuck
Boss,
you mean?
listen, I'm going to tell you this. When he was buying them fucking rooms, at first, I never was seeing a receipt. Because remember, I had to call Quan, and she would just do it, and then they would just check me in. But then that became a problem because every fucking time I got there, they wasn't ready.
Yeah.
So I would hit her up, and she would send me the receipt so I could check in. And I would see what the room would cost, and I'd be like, nigga, for this, I could have stayed over here
at the Red Roof,
at the motel, the 6 Plus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So one time we was in fucking Houston, first of all, when I seen the outside of the hotel, I was like, nah, this shit gonna be crazy. And that fucking hotel was nice as fuck. And when I seen this shit,
Oh, Houston, yeah.
Houston, remember?
Yeah.
Nigga, the Continental Breakfast seemed like some shit from the Four Seasons. This was like up there with that. I think the rooms for the 3 nights, my shit was like $1,100.
Bro, okay, so then...
Which
yeah.
sure somebody this stays
Houston's-
at places that cost that one night, but for just being on the road doing comedy, for 3 nights, $1,100.
Houston is crazy. DC is crazy. Yeah, DC is crazy. In one city, I remember he was like, "Nigga, you weren't supposed to be in that room." Like, you weren't supposed to stay in this hotel with me. I was like, "I know this motherfucker 2 nights, bro." Like, I was supposed to be.
How'd you get in it?
I think Quad she just booked it.
Oh.
She like booked 2 rooms, so I was there. When I got there, I was like, "I don't think I'm supposed to be here." he told us like, "Y'all was not supposed to be here." I was like, "I know." I felt it when I walked in. I was like, "I ain't supposed to be here." This bitch.
I sensed the inadequacies.
I was like, "Nah, I didn't need this." I can tell you right now, I could be right down the street, the Hilton. I got a.
When we went to Chicago, I didn't know where he was staying at, right? But then, I mean, I know now, but we went to Chicago. No, I stayed in that nice ass hotel, but that was a deal from Priceline.
Yeah, but that's outside Chicago. When we stay in Chicago.
No, that's what I'm talking about. When we did City Winery in Chicago.
Oh, got it.
He stayed at the Nobu, which is fucking insane.
Did we stay at the same hotel?
No, nigga. In Chicago.
City Winery. Oh, I stayed with my homeboy. That's
yeah,
why.
you didn't stay in a hotel. And I stayed at, I forget what it was called, but it was right on the water. I had a waterfront view, but I got the deal on Priceline and I paid for a different room. When I got there, I was like, "Can you just upgrade me to like a room with a view?" And she was like, "Yeah, I got you." No, but it's not 1 king bed, it's 2 queen. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I just want that view. And she did it. But I was like, "Where'd you stay?" She's like, "Oh, at the Nobu." So I go on there to see what the price is per night. I was like, nigga, it's just like $1,200 a night.
Bro.
That's where he stayed at, Chicago.
Here's the thing. Back to the actual point though, like the rooms are so nice. Everything's so good. Like in terms of that, if you find yourself complaining about how nice things are, you're just as bad as a person that is intolerable to be around. That you just like a vibe, like, hey, a nigga that like just sober everybody up. Like, so if you enjoying your nice hotel room and you say, "Oh, hotel dope, that's why I chose it," but then you hear a nigga say, "Damn, hotel is expensive, nigga, you could have paid me half." Like, oh, get the fuck off the tour, nigga. I don't want to hear that.
Oh, yeah,
You
facts.
just as much as a like downer to the vibe
Or
as a person that don't do nothing.
No, this sounds crazy, but this is what it is. If we go to a hotel and we're like, "Bro, this shit too expensive, man. This shit like, this is nice as fuck. You see the bed, man, like we could have stayed somewhere else." That sounds like, "Oh, I can't believe they got me in this hotel. I should be somewhere else." That's the same thing.
It's reverse the joke of y'all hate how the Range Rover windshield costs too much.
Yeah.
How you just did that to the audience. We're doing it back to the person that got the Range Rover. Hey, don't you know how the Toyota Camry's 30 miles a gallon if you get it in the morning? And you're like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I don't
It's
fuck
the
about a
same.
Camry. I'm doing it back to you."
Yeah, it's reverse.
It's uncomfortable. So you're like, "Ugh, why you doing this broke shit to me, bro? I heard that shit 20 years ago. I don't want to hear that shit no more." Like, we giving you back a pass. You don't care because you worked so hard to get past it.
Yeah.
I'm bringing you back to it.
I'm bringing you back, and
You're
you're
like, "Oh, shut the fuck up."
and then you're putting me in
2001. I want to hear that shit.
and you're putting me in a position that I know I'm not shouldn't be at, so it makes me uncomfortable. Then it's like, nigga, why you doing this? Like, because it's imposter syndrome. Like, you think like I shouldn't be here, so you start talking your way out of it. So you hope to be like, "All right, nigga, go down to the fucking homeless shelter."
And even
bitch.
we even though you successful, you might feel like, "Well, maybe I shouldn't be here either. Maybe I should go get a Hilton like this nigga and just take my little $100 night." And like, I don't want to hear that shit either because I worked too hard to go back to the $100 nights. I want to go stay where the fuck my headliners would stay.
I think I said this in an episode before. I can't remember, but Gary Owen was talking to David Arnold on his podcast, rest in peace. And they were talking. He said, David Arnold said, "Now I'm really starting a tour. I'm going to all these cities." He was like, "In the beginning, I wasn't selling out. They were like papering some of the rooms. You know, I was doing okay, but I wasn't."
You said that phrase before. What does that mean?
What?
Papering.
Oh, where they basically give away free tickets.
Ah, okay. That's what I thought.
Paper in the room. Like,
physical paper tickets. Like, here, take these.
Yeah, but that's back in the day. They paid.
Yeah,
that's what they called it.
I
But
figured. I was
basically,
like,
just give them free tickets so the room full because the club makes their money on the food and liquor.
drinks and liquor. Yeah.
So they don't care about selling the tickets. They just want the people to be there.
Right.
So they'll paper the room. But he said, like, initially he wasn't making a lot of money. He said, but He said every time I would fly, I would fly first class because I felt like I deserved that. He's like, and I was making a lot of money from writing. Like I wasn't broke. I wasn't dependent on this tour money. So when I would fly, I'm flying in style because it made me feel better. And Gary said, man, listen, I had a opener one time. He fucked up somehow and flew into the city like a day early. Like maybe he ain't fucked up. Maybe he just trying to get like a cheaper flight or some shit. But he said he realized going here a day early, he had to get his own room for one night because the club ain't paying for that shit.
Right.
And he said he stayed at like some fucking Motel 6 or some shit. And he was like, there was bugs and he was itching. He was calling Gary like, I can't, I'm so free. He was like, what the fuck? He's like, you hear what how you sound? You just spend the extra $100, go stay somewhere nice for one night. He's like, trust me, in a week, you don't even give a fuck about the $100. Like, you wouldn't be thinking like, damn, you know how your joke is like, damn, I can sure use that dollar back. Like, you don't give a fuck about that $100. Like, you'll forget about it. You'll make the money back. But at least that night you get to sleep well. You'll be prepared. You'll be ready for the next day. And then you'll be in a hotel with me, so it doesn't matter. Why the fuck did you do that? And he was like, because I don't got the money. He was like, bro, sometimes you got to just spend a little bit of money to be in a better place. And so Gary said, because my man tours with him, that when they go somewhere, he always takes the buyout and goes to one of the best hotels he can find, and he puts his feature in the hotel with him. So he's losing that. Like, it's costing him money, but he's like, I don't give a fuck because I'd rather stay in that nice-ass hotel with all the amenities than be somewhere I'm uncomfortable with and then fucks up my set, fucks up my show. I don't play that shit.
I will say, my percentage of great sets to great hotels, solid.
It's a
Like,
correlation.
If the hotel is dumb nice, I'm like, nigga, I can't be asked for a room like this.
No,
I gotta go earn that fucking room. Nigga, DC, my DC weekend, boy, if I can't archive them bitches, what was it, 7 shows? Bruh, I was hitting home runs in DC. I was like, I'm staying at this nice ass hotel. I was like, bro, I can't not chandeliers when I walk in. Like, I can't
it's
loaf
crazy.
those sets, bro. So I'm like, you know what? There is something to it. It's like putting on new J's, right? The first day of new shoe feeling is like, I'm about to step on these niggas tonight. Like,
Yeah.
it's the same vibe. When you get a room, you like getting picked up, getting taken to a nice hotel, getting ready for a show, and then you walk in, kill shit, feels like it should be the uniform. So when you get to experience all of those as a headliner, I imagine you going, fuck yeah, I got the hour for y'all tonight. Nigga, I just got pampered for last.
I was in the spa, nigga. With
the
robe says they got the hotel shit on it.
The carpet's rolled out for me.
Yeah, nigga, I gotta be fired.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I get that. So as an opener doing that, I'm like, yo, man, I'm gonna lace these niggas because I was laced today.
Yeah.
I got picked up. I got blah, blah, blah. I had the nice check-in. I had the pre-show shower where I get to think about everything I want to talk about with 45 minutes of hot water that I ain't got to pay for. Nigga, what?
Yeah, facts.
Of course this set's going to go well for me tonight. It's so much intricacies of like, before you get to the people and what they see.
Yeah.
Because if you take yourself to the customer mode, you go in, you sit down, and whoever come out. But if it ends up being a good show early on, you're like, damn, it's so good already. And we getting that money's worth all the way through.
Facts.
So it's good to be a package where it's like what y'all pay for is in a good position when it comes out.
Oh yeah.
You know
It's like cool.
Like, the best version of what you can get is a great concert end to end.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I think it was very long-winded on comedy, but like there are those things matter. Act like you've been there before for a reason, because you will be there.
Yeah.
And you plan on staying there, right? So get used to nice hotels.
Facts.
That's my logic. Like, get used to nice hotels.
It's like just start training yourself to be like, this is what I deserve.
I look for it now. Even though I can't get it, I'll be like, I'm still gonna look.
I want to say this before we go. I'm not going to dive too much into it, but when I was over your spot the other day, I just want y'all to know that this nigga is gonna make it because the chapter in his life that he's at right now, there's no way you can't go up. Like I just see like as soon as I walked in, I was like, this nigga's gonna make it because you're in the most uncomfortable position to where there's no way you can stay like that. So without going into it, I just wanted to tell you that I know that seeing that, I was like, I don't know if I could be in this situation.
Remember when I asked you, are you okay with being uncomfortable for 3 years?
But that's very uncomfortable.
Nigga, sometimes you ask questions out loud because you're talking to yourself too. And when I asked you that, I was in a position of extreme comfort, right? Where it's like, life's good. Can you be uncomfortable for 3 years? And I think that's how life works. The balance of it is God, whatever you want to believe in, hearing me ask that question, it's like, yeah, I see you trying to be helpful, but I don't think you earnest.
Yeah, I
So
think
now
nigga,
if I ask a nigga right now, hey, hey John, you got any advice for me? I'm a young coming blah. I can look a nigga in the eye and go, nigga, are you prepared to be uncomfortable? Are you ready for how that will feel and how your brain still has to stay on to go, we all live in the same life.
so I just
You are
want
creative enough to create for people that are experiencing this too. So create it so they can go, oh shit, he talking to me. Oh shit, he know exactly what I'm going through. Oh shit, that's exactly how it go. I gotta watch more of this guy. So
yeah.
but
So
I think that's why things
I just
happen like
wanted to
that.
commend you on that because when I left that day, I was like, yeah, you're seeing it play out in real life. You're seeing, you know what I mean? So like I said,
Yeah.
I don't go into it too much, but I seen it and was like, it's gonna work out. It
It's
got to.
almost been motivating. I'm like, I think that I'm one of those people that I think there's 4 types of motivation, right? Motivated by self, motivated by others, unmotivated, and purely motivated, right? Meaning that the last 2 are you just can't get made to do anything. You just really don't do shit ever. And those people that just have like a motor forever, and you're like, how the hell do you like Michael Jordan type? Where he's like a Kobe, where wake 5 a.m. every day, 4 a.m. every day. Like you like, what makes you do that? Nothing. I just do it, and it's like that nigga just motivated.
Yeah.
Then there's people who need outside forces to make them go, I join a team or I join a group or I get in the military and go, damn, you know what? The weightlifting crew, like, oh, y'all niggas buff. Think I'm about to get buff with y'all.
Yeah.
And then it's motivated by yourself, meaning like you gotta make yourself think something crazy to go crazy. Like, yo, they think my mama
Niggas
thinks that
really
I'm
think
not
I'm
gonna be
soft
good.
out here?
Niggas like, I think I'm about to get punked. Nigga, all right, bet I'm about to lift every day so I can get those. There's 4 different kinds. One of those, you
And
fall
then
into
niggas
one
is
of those
like,
4.
I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. And the other guys just like, whenever it happens, it happens. And them niggas ain't ever nothing ever happened for them.
I want to wrap on this. I want to say this. So there's a guy I follow on YouTube. His name is Alex Hormozy. He's like a super business guy. Like he creates businesses, and he takes over businesses and builds them up or whatever. He had this quote where he said, the pain of being uncomfortable is a far greater motivator than the thought of pleasure. Meaning, if I told you, hey, if you do this, you'll be rewarded with riches and cars and all that. That's you be like, oh shit, for real? You see the check that Nate Jackson showed us. You see that and you're like, oh shit, I want to get that, right? That is motivating, but that's not more motivating than being like, you got to be out the house in 30 days and leaving on the street. Nigga, I can't fucking do this no more.
Yeah.
That the motivation of pain is far greater than the motivation of comfort or pleasure. And so he said, like, being uncomfortable, he said, so what he does is he said he likes to 10x things. If he's in a situation where he's like, this is kind of uncomfortable, he pictures it being 10 times worse than that and be like, oh, fuck no. And he gets right to it and shit. So when you're in your situation, you're looking at it and you're like, oh, this is uncomfortable. Think about, this could be the harm. This could be, and that will make you be like, fuck no. New joke, new bit, new comment, like whatever. It'll push you because you fucking have to do it.
You have to do it, and you also just have to make no excuses anymore. Like you have no excuse to not.
You can't, bro.
And what are you gonna blame it on? I ain't got enough quiet time. I ain't got enough room to create. I need to.
I really wish I had more time because it was something I wanted to go into. But yeah, basically, we'll pick this up. And we didn't even do an intro today. We don't even fucking matter.
We just roll.
We're just gonna roll with it. But again, you're gonna make it. So I want to applaud my man. He's on my list of people I know who's gonna make it. Like I said earlier. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been another great episode. I am your host, comedian Mike Murphy. I'm here with my man, 100 Grand.
John Grimes.
We'll see y'all next week.